Extracted one. So we'll go ahead and do that. And I'll be back when this is done. And we now have a nice bunch of contents here. So you're probably wondering, where's the installation package? How do I install it? Or executable or something? Give me something. But really, you don't have to do any of that. It's just a program here. You can just run that straight from the folder. You don't have to install it. You don't have to do anything. So if you want to, you can make a shortcut on the desktop like I did. And you can move the folder to your program files folder. But that doesn't really matter. Just leave it in your downloads folder, whatever. So I'm just going to go ahead and open that up, and just go ahead and press run if it asks you. And this might take a minute, shouldn't take that long. There we go. And a workspace, when it asks you, is just where you want to save all your files, because it automatically saves them in this location, so you don't have to save them all yourself. It just starts saving them there. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose this folder on my desktop Eclipse workspace that I have there. So, okay. So, Eclipse Workspace, you go ahead and open that up and press OK. And Eclipse will now open up. So, now I am going to show the people on Mac how to get Eclipse running and writing code. Okay, so this is how to set up Eclipse for a Mac. And this happens to be running Lion, but I think this will run on 10.6 as well. So, we will just want to go ahead and download the Mac OS Cocoa 30 or 64-bit. Little shout out to John Lakers here. Not paid product, he's just awesome. Go watch his videos. So go ahead and download this and click this, and you're gonna get a zip folder when you're done. I'll cut back when this is done. Okay, so the Eclipse download is finished now. And go ahead and open that up and let it unzip itself. As this is expanding, I'm just going to tell you, if you watch the Windows part of the video, this is exactly the same as the second part of that video. You can just run the program straight from the folder. If you're not understanding what I'm saying, just wait till this opens and I will show you. Okay, so the folder has now unzipped itself, and basically you can just run this program straight from the folder, put it in your applications folder if you want to, do whatever you want, I don't care. So just go ahead and open that up, and you will get Eclipse up and running. So now I am going to go over the Hello World example on Eclipse. In Eclipse, to get everything working, so all we have to do is click on this plus new thing button here, click on the drop down arrow and press Java project, and it will change this up for us and start a new project. 1 minute while this loads, and there we go. Project name, Hello World. And leave everything default and just press finish. And now we have a project set up for us. So we just have to click on this button here, and it will open it. It might do that automatically for you, actually. So now that we have a project, we're going to want to right-click on this SRC folder and press a new class. And a class is what everything in Java is contained within. It'll make more sense when I show you the code. So name the class Hello World as well. Hello World. There we go. And go ahead and check this box right here. Public static void main. I'll show you what that means. And go ahead and uncheck this one. So, go ahead and press finish there. And now we have a new file, as you can see. It's called helloworld.java. A .java file contains all the code for your program. So as you see here, we named our class Hello World. So our class, it says class Hello World, which is what we typed in. And the public class part just means it's accessible by another class. I mean, we don't need that part right now, actually. Don't worry about that. Forget about that part. So this blue stuff here is just stuff you don't need either. Just puts it in there. If you see anything with a slash and a star, it means it's a comment, which means it's ignored by the compiler. And 2 slashes also means a comment, and that means it's ignored by the compiler. The computer doesn't read it, because generally comments are written in English and the computer doesn't understand English. So that box we checked, it created this line right here, which is public static void main and parentheses string args, which stands for arguments. So what that is the focal point of any Java application. And as I said before, it is always contained within a class. So the public static void main part, that's where every program starts. So it's just saying do this first. And that could say to go to something else, go to another class, but it must have that if you're going to run it. If you have a class that you're not going to run, for example, if you had, say, a class with just add function in it. So say you just wanted to add two numbers together, you just wanted to make a file to do that. You wouldn't have to have a public static void main. But if you're going to have user interaction, you have to have this. So we're going to go ahead and write our hello world program. So just get rid of that part. And this is how you write hello world in Java. So you type system.out.print, or you can do print line, ln, and then in parentheses you just put what you want to say. So hello world. And if it is words, instead of numbers, it has to be in quotes. So just go ahead and semicolon after that. A semicolon in Java is just like a period to a sentence. You just have to end it somewhere. And some other languages it just end it at the end of the line, but in Java and most languages, like C-based languages, all C-based languages actually, you have to have a semicolon at the end of most statements. For example, this line is not really a statement, so there's no semicolon needed. It's just telling you, it's just saying start here. So that's not really a programmatical statement. So this will just print hello world to our console. So it does this by going to the system class, as it says here. System class contains whatever, and it happens to contain the out method. And the out method also contains some other methods, which consist of print line and print and some other things. The most common ones being print and print line. And print line, the only difference that print line has from print is that it starts a new line as well. So we'll go ahead and run that by pressing this green play button up here. And just go ahead and press OK. I normally check this box. So down here you'll see it'll open up a console, and there we go, hello world. And if we were to say something else after here, so say we just said system.out.print by world, you would see that this would be on a new line. And the space here, that's just to show you guys spaces don't matter in Java. White space doesn't matter. So you would see it started a new line here. If we were to get rid of this print line, if we were to get rid of the ln, they would be right next to each other. Like that. And that's not what we want, obviously. So go ahead and put the line back and run it again, and we'll get the same thing. So, hope you guys learned how to set up Eclipse from that and get this Hello World program working. If this is not working for any reason, leave a comment and I will help you fix your issue, because with this not working, you can't do anything else in all my tutorials. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so I can get more people watching these tutorials and learning the wonderful art of programming.